All right.
You're good.
Everybody
Ryan.
ready? All right. Is Nancy on? No.
There's an attendee.
Who's the attendee, Joe?
Yep, it's her.
Okey dokey.
We're good.
All right, the meeting of the West Warwick Board of Canvassers for June 15th, 2021 at 3 p.m. is hereby called to order at 3:02 p.m. Roll call, members present are Chairperson Ray Lambert, Vice Chairperson Nancy LeBlanc, Member Bert Mollahan, alternate member Nancy Parenti, and alternate member JP Millette. The next order of, so we have a quorum and we can transact our business. The first order of business is the approval of the minutes from the May 3rd, 2021 meeting. Everybody got a copy of them?
Yeah.
Any questions, any additions, modifications, corrections? No?
No,
No, no.
All
no,
right. All right, hearing none.
It said, wait a minute, it said and May 24th.
Well, I didn't do that one yet.
Yep, we're gonna do the
Okay.
first one first. Okay.
All right, okay.
All right, all those in favor?
I,
aye,
Opposed, so voted unanimously. The minutes of the meeting of May 3rd are hereby approved as presented and typed. Okay.
Okay.
The next order of business is the approval of the minutes of the May 24th, 2021 meeting. Does everybody got a copy?
yes.
Any problems, any additions, corrections, modifications?
no,
Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion that we accept them as presented and typed.
I so move.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
aye,
Opposed?
Aye.
So voted unanimously. Nancy Parenti, was that you that just said aye?
yes.
All right, you really don't get to vote. You're an
No,
alternate member. You get to vote when either me or Brett
Okay,
is not here.
whatever.
I don't want to be fresh, I'm just saying that, you know.
Where's JP? Is he there?
He's here.
Oh,
See, he don't vote. He's not voting.
I know, but I couldn't hear him.
Okay. Those two are done. The next order of business is the certification of the final canvas.
I forgot to bring the book with me. It's in the other room.
Okay.
Nobody's come and looked at it.
Anybody have any problems? All
It's
right,
only
Alan?
for Board 5, so it's like,
Yes. All right.
and
I'll
it's up on
How
the town's
many, how
webpage.
many eligible voters do we have in 5? Does anybody know?
4,300 maybe, 4,400. I can go run if you want me to go look.
No, that's all right. Is that eligible, do you think?
Yes.
Okay, that's good enough.
All right, I'll entertain a motion that we certify the final list of voters qualified to vote at the special town council Ward 5 election to be held in the town of West Warwick on July 6th, 2021.
I so move.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, so voted unanimous. Let's see, that takes care of that. The next order of business is mail ballots. Kerry,
Okay, so as of 3:05, I have processed 183 mail ballot applications. We are open till 4. We are accepting till 4. I just checked the outside box too, the drop box. There were none in it. So as of right now, 183 have been processed.
any
And
questions?
ballots will be going out, I believe, as tomorrow is the earliest ballots will be starting to go out.
Any questions?
No,
All right, hearing none. Hearing none, the next order of business is emergency voting. Kerry,
Okay, so emergency voting, all our equipment is here, came today. Emergency voting starts tomorrow, June 16th, from 8:30 till 4 p.m. Runs until July 5th because we are not closed for either the Friday or the Monday holiday. So it will conclude on July 5th at 4 p.m.
any
We're
questions?
doing it right here at the town hall. We're gonna do everything. We have the DS200 set up in our clerk's office. The poll pad will be set up in the clerk's office. The only thing that we do have, which we put the divider up, the divider is up in the chambers right now, so that Probate court can be done and municipal court can be done, and it won't affect any of the voting equipment. So the privacy booths and the auto mark are the only thing that are opposite the divider in the chambers.
Any
Right.
questions?
Do you have people to work the poll pads, or are you are the clerks in the office going through?
The clerks in the office are doing it.
Clerks in the office. Okay.
Any other questions? Hearing none, the next order of business is the certification of poll workers. I noticed we got a new one today
Yes.
where we added the Rachel Goslin. I thought she
Yes.
didn't want to do it. What happened?
I sent an email yesterday.
Yes.
And I said, I just wanted to let you know that we just have one more election this year. And I wasn't sure if you want to do it or not. And she just emailed me back and she said, I just saw this email. She said, yep, I have no problem doing it. And she said, here's my cell phone number so you can get in touch with me faster. So
All right.
that's why I added her, because she just came through for us.
Okay. Does everybody, I did, before we vote on this, I did
Yes,
some legal research and I told Kerry about it. Did you check that pocket pot? I don't get the pocket pots no more because I'm retired, but on that section that I told you about
E,
supervisors, yes. Has that
yes,
been
I do.
changed?
I do have it in the other room. I do
I don't
have it. I
get
have it high.
I got the general laws, but I don't get the pocket pots anymore every year because I'm retired. I'm not, I'm gonna.
To see if it changed? Is that what you were asking
Well,
me?
yes, in other words, the problem is, I believe it was Sarah, I'm not sure, I'm not picking on you, Sarah, who said, no, the state law says 2 sets of supervisors, we gotta have 2 sets of supervisors and that's it. That state law says upon request of the local board of canvassers, that the amount of supervisors can be reduced upon request of the Board of Elections. So in other words, theoretically, if you were gonna have like another, not that we knew, I mean, the all-day referendum was everybody in town, but if you knew you were only gonna have 500 people voting at an election, you could request from the Board of Elections on that, I don't have the site in front of me because I'm not in my office, but you could request from the Board of Elections to reduce the amount of supervisors. It's not etched
The
in.
Board of Elections are the ones that told us that we had to have a minimum of 2 sets of supervisors.
Kerry, I hope she went. She might have went and got it. I hope she got it. I gave her I didn't bring the site with me. It's 17, 18.
17, 11, 13.
All right, is that the one?
Yes.
Check, you got the book?
No, I printed out the page.
Oh, all right. And what does this say in E?
He says, notwithstanding the provisions of subsection A above, the local board of a city or town may, upon written approval of the Board of Elections, reduce the number of supervisors at polling places within their jurisdiction.
Thank you. I think that answers the
Thank you.
question.
That
What'd you
sure
say, Brett?
does. That sure does answer the question.
They do not, I mean, obviously you have to ask for permission, but if you've got, if it's written properly and you tell them, hey, listen, we're only gonna have 300 voters. Why do we need 2 sets of supervisors, blah, 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 blah. I'd like to see them withhold their approval. But in other words, Sarah, it is not written in stone that you will have 2 sets of supervisor no matter what. So keep that in mind. I don't know what we want to do with this, but obviously we've already recruited the workers, but that's something to be kept, in mind for.
So do you want to ask the Board of Elections for an exception?
No, because we've already asked these 4 people to do the work. So, I mean, if you're paying them, not my money, I don't care. But I wanted to correct the fact that, I think it was you, Sarah, that said that you had to have 2 and, in cement. And
Well, I was actually told that too by Steve Taylor.
Oh, I'm not saying Sarah
We
made
were
it
told
up.
that from the Board of Elections, Brad.
Yeah, I'm not saying you made it up. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
no,
that-
but that's what he told me on the telephone.
Right, but they do this all the time, and I have to go back to the law books and say, no way.
Okay.
No, but as far as Ward 5 goes, we've already cut it in half.
What do you mean you've cut it in half?
We cut it in half. We had 2 polling places before, now we got 1. So everything's in half automatically. So I think we've done our fair part there.
Well, we have and we haven't. I'm telling you. Well, we'll have to wait to see after the election. But if you only get, we don't know what we're going to get for emergency voting. That's 4th of July kind of week, not necessarily
Yeah.
weekend, but
I
week.
mean, does anyone know how many times the Board of Elections has approved just one set of supervisors?
I do not.
As far as I know, never.
I don't think you're going to find that out. I mean, they don't
There
broadcast it.
there can always be a first time.
Right, but not only that, but they're not, they don't publish that, Nancy. I mean, if we sent a letter today, say, can we only have one? And they say, yeah, you think Woonsocket's going to know about that? No. They may, if they ask, they might, but they don't publish, a weekly or a yearly thing that tells you what they did and what they didn't do. I'm just telling you that the law is there. And if it hasn't changed in the pocket pot, because my last pocket pot is 2019.
So Carrie,
Yes.
Carrie, you said you had, 183 applications?
I have processed 183 mail ballot applications
Okay, and when does that end?
today at 4 p.m.
Okay, so
And I already got the mail for
most
today.
mail ballots we could get is 183. We don't know about the early voting yet, but
Early voting starts tomorrow.
I still say 2 sets of supervisors, but
I think so too, just for break's sake and,
That can be, I told you before, that can be handled by hiring 1 supervisor extra and saying, okay,
Yeah,
you
but
get a break. You get a break.
but you also,
but what about the bipartisanship?
thank you, I was just gonna say that. What if the
It's
person,
a fill-in, get an unaffiliated. Some of these are unaffiliated, are they not?
Yeah, but yes,
And
they
I
are.
will tell you one thing, you said,
You know, some of those
bipartisan.
unaffiliated vote in.
yeah, I have
one
two,
one of the parties' primaries, and then disaffiliate as they go out. So, I mean, technically, they're not no party at all. So I still think that 2 sets of supervisors.
But this is already set, isn't it? We've got
For
the
this
resolution.
election,
there. This
yeah.
is already set for this election.
for
So,
this election, yes.
so at a future meeting, we can discuss this, I think.
Well, I'm just telling you, Sarah is, is supposed to be, cutting things and stuff like that. I wanted to bring that out, that this election, that there's a possibility of a cut. Because like I said to you before, and I don't want to, pick on anybody, but Kerry, I think it was you that told me that why Rachel didn't want to do it. One of the reasons was she was bored. It was boring that day.
Yeah, she's a teenager and she's sitting
No,
there for
but-
14 hours.
Isn't that correct? She was bored? And here
Yes.
we are saying, well, let's have 2 sets of supervisors. Let's have 3 sets of supervisors. And
No,
let-
we're not saying 3 sets. We are definitely saying 2 for breaks and stuff like that, because I have 2 Republicans, 1 unaffiliated and 1 Dem. So, I mean,
Well, can I tell you something? You're all worried now about Republicans and stuff like that. Could you tell me
No.
what Paul Richards is, please?
he's a Republican.
And tell me what Karen Simpson is.
I have no idea what Karen Simpson is.
She's a
Karen's a
Republican.
Republican.
She's a
But
Republican.
she's a,
Well,
she's a
guess what,
supervisor.
people? Guess what, people? Guess who sat? Granted, it wasn't a Title 17 election.
And that's why they sat together, because it wasn't a
Oh,
Title 17.
is that right? All right. I think if you look back, you'll find some, 2 Repubs or, 2 Democrats.
Well,
Nope,
yes,
not
but-
on my
but
watch if
the
I can
liberal-
help it.
Going forward, that will not
Let me
happen.
remind you again that the list that we approved, Karen Simpson was not a supervisor.
What?
Right. She was cleaning at first.
All right, but she ended up there. The point is, if that was a Title 17 election, and I think Sarah would agree with me, that would be a violation.
No, we wouldn't have done it.
You wouldn't have done it? Well, who would you have done?
No, I would have had to keep looking for somebody. I
Somewhere
would
I've
have been
still
all
got,
over Felix.
somewhere I've still got the email from a couple of elections ago from Bob Reposa when I asked him if 2 unaffiliateds were a pair, and he said no. But I think they've changed their tune since.
But you don't know that. I agree that two unaffiliated might present a problem, but you said you think they changed it.
Hello,
I
hello.
think there's a subsequent email somewhere where it was okay,
I'm
but
fine.
I
cannot
can't be
talk
sure.
right
I don't
now.
have it.
I'm on a Zoom meeting.
Okay. I just wanted to point that out, that the law says, I wanted to,
Yep.
correct that, you cannot have
Yeah.
anything less than two.
I'm
That's
not
a-
interested, and don't send me anything.
You're done, Karen? Yeah, you done, Nancy?
Yeah,
Yeah, and we have cut it in half. We didn't open up the two polling places. We're only opening up one. So we are saving some money that way.
Well, yes and no. I mean, I can't see two polling places for this one.
No, I can't either.
No,
I
that would have been me.
So, all right, well, I'll entertain a motion. If there's no other comments, I'll entertain a motion that the list as presented by Kerry of moderator Paul Richards, clerk Madison Fitz, supervisor Olivia Fitz, supervisor Karen Simpson, supervisor Katrina Repose, and supervisor Rachel Goslin be accepted and approved as the poll workers for the July 6, 2021 special town council Ward 5 election.
I so move.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So voted unanimously. All right. Next order of business is certification of the warrant for the special town Ward 5 council election. Any comments? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion that the warrant be what do we got here? That the warrant for July 6, 2021 special town council Ward 5 election be certified.
I so move.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So voted unanimously. Okay. Next order of business. Do we have, other than Nancy Parenti, any attendees?
No,
Joe?
No,
All right. So the next order of business is public comment. Nancy LeBlanc.
Oh, no, I have nothing.
Bert?
Yes, I can pick up those warrants on June the 28th, which is a Monday, and deliver them to the West Warwick Senior Center and the West Warwick Library. Will they be ready by June the 28th? That's 8 days before the election.
they're already ready, Bert. So whenever you want to come pick them up.
Okay, so I'll pick them up either June 28th or the Friday or the Thursday before that date.
Okay.
It'll be done, and the warrant's
Okay.
all ready to go.
Yep,
Good.
all ready.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else, Bert?
That's it.
Nancy Parenti?
no, I don't have anything.
JP?
did we take care of the ballot placement for the candidates?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
We, let's see. Carrie or Sarah, you want to report on that? What we did for the ballot
I
placement?
know we did for the primary, picking a name out of a hat.
We did. We did it in the town council chambers.
All right.
Myself, Nancy LeBlanc, Sarah Repose, Kerry, and Paula.
Oh, that's fine. Just ask if they did.
And the report was Republican on the top and Democrat on the bottom.
Yes.
Any questions on that?
Mhm.
Sarah put the names in a cup, and I believe it was Nancy LeBlanc that picked them up.
Yes.
And that's how it came up, in front of 5 people. Two members of the board and 3 members of the clerk's office. Any other problems or concerns, questions, or whatever?
I have something.
Well, wait a minute, JP, are you done?
I'm fine. That's it. Thank you.
All right. Well, Kerry, pecking order. Sarah, you have anything?
Oh, what? I do have something. Can Sarah, did you ever ask if I could be a substitute as a member of the Board of Canvassers for breaks and all that stuff? Remember we talked about that?
Yeah, as far as you being a substitute, I think there's no problem with you filling in for breaks. I just don't know if you can be an actual full-fledged poll worker instead, but I do need to find out about that still.
All right, even if I was an alternate, all right. Okay,
Now, are we going to be at Greenbush School all day?
We're not discussing that yet.
Oh, okay.
That's my public comment.
Oh, okay.
Sarah, do you want to say anything?
Nope, all set.
Now, Carrie.
Okay, so I texted Steve Taylor while we were on this meeting. I said, has the board ever reduced the number of poll workers? He said, you can request to Bob R., which is Bob Raposa,
Yep.
1 pair of supervisors instead of 2 plus a clerk and a moderator. In extreme circumstances, we have allowed this in the past.
There you go.
I don't think this would constitute an extreme.
That's not your
need to-
position to say.
Yeah, well, I'm
That
just
would be
saying.
me
You
fighting
wanted
with
the
them.
answer? There's your answer.
That would be me fighting with them. In extreme circumstances, I can't think of anything other than like a very, very, very expected low turnout. Because what's the extreme circumstance? We got a hurricane going on outside, so we're only going to have 1 set of supervisors instead of 2. Extreme circumstances are very difficult to categorize. You know what I'm saying? It's in the eyes of the beholder. All right. Is that it? Anything else, Carrie?
Nope, that's it.
All right. As far as, is this our last meeting before the election on July 6th? Carrie?
I believe so.
Okay.
I don't know that I have anything else before that.
All right. Okay. Discussion on the what we do on election day. I really, you know, in keeping what Nancy LeBlanc was always afraid of, in case you do have a massive crowd, you could really do that at the all-day referendum, because the eligible vote at an all-day referendum is enormous compared to Ward 5. So I don't care if every voter in Ward 5 turns out, which we know is not going to be the case. I'm not sure how to proceed on that, as far as if we need all 5 people at Greenbush School to monitor a 1-race election. That's my thinking on it. I don't know if we need everybody there. I'm open to suggestions. Nancy LeBlanc?
I'm not sure we do either. I mean, the people that are going to be working at the polls are, they're very capable.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to split the time or just have, I don't know what an alternative to that would be, other than just splitting it up. So 2 people are there throughout the day.
Bert?
I have no opinion.
You have no opinion as to whether we need all 5 members at the Greenbush School?
Right.
All right.
Right.
Nancy Parenti?
I really don't care what we do. How's that?
Okay. JP? Can't hear you, JP. I can't hear you.
You're
Can anybody-
muted, JP.
ta-da. So that could be there all day long if they need be. If not, just tell me what you want me to do.
All right. That's not something we have to decide at a meeting. Let me think about it. Let me talk to Sarah. Because obviously, I mean, you know, it's ridiculous. At the board, at the all-day referendum, I think 1 person could have handled the thing, 1 or 2 people, because it was really nothing.
Except
Nothing
the morning.
Huh?
Except the morning, we could have
Yeah,
used.
just that 1 issue, and Kerry, you know, called that guy, he came down, he fixed it, you know, it was all set. So in other words, I don't think we needed 5 people for that 1 issue. And there was no other issues for that.
Technically, you guys are in session from open to close that day, but that's only the regular board members, not the alternates.
Okay.
So if that helps you decide what you'd like to do,
So, and when you say in session, so we either have to be at the polling place or town hall. Is that correct?
yes, you're supposed to be, yes.
Well, it'd be, the only thing about that at the town hall, probably more comfortable, but it's, you know, what are you gonna do?
I think where you only have one polling location, it makes sense for you to be there. I mean, the town
At the
hall
polling
makes sense when you have several polling locations and you just want to oversee all of them. But where you only have the one, why not be there, right?
Right, I agree.
Right.
In other words, the town hall.
I agree too.
Okay.
Being more comfortable, I'm sure, but like I said, that there's only one polling place. But again, I agree with Sarah. I don't know if we need 5 people at that polling place. You know, for an election with it's only one election. There's 2 people on the ballot, but there's only one election. But
Right, and if any of the full members decided that it, you know, for whatever reason, they're not able to be there that day, they could ask for their alternate member to cover for them. So you guys can discuss amongst.
oh yeah,
yourselves.
that was the other thing. That was the other thing. Thank you, Sarah, for reminding me of that. Some of my research led me to the problem of the alternates and the regular members. Kerry, do you have that? I think that's 17-11-1. Basically, summarizing, the law says that the governing body of each city and town shall appoint 3 members of the board of canvassers. No more than 2 of which are from the same party. So that would be us. That would be me and Bert, Democrat, Nancy LeBlanc, Republican. Then it says that the governing body may appoint 2 alternate members, which our council did. And that's your Nancy and your JP. But then it goes on to say, and this is in the law, it says that should a regular member, myself, Bert, Nancy, not be able to attend a meeting or an election, they are to call their alternate, because the alternate's got to be 1 Democrat and 1 Republican. They shall call their alternate and tell them that they can't make it, that the alternate can sit in for them. Am I right, Sarah? That's, you got the book.
100%. You did your homework.
Yeah, oh, I always do my homework. So that's the situation. So technically speaking, let's pick on Nancy LeBlanc. Nancy LeBlanc suddenly can't come on the 5th. So she calls JP, not Sarah, not Kerry, not me. She calls him and says, hey, I have to
That's right.
go do something. So you fill in for me. And same thing with Bert and I, we call Nancy Parenti and say,
Right.
hey, we can't, I can't go, or I can't attend a meeting. So you got to attend for me and be a voting member. And as Sarah said, that's 100% of what the law says. So I just wanted to point that out. That's how it goes. So
Right.
this is something that,
That's
go ahead, Bert.
the way it reads to me.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What?
That's the way it reads to me. If I can't attend, I have to call my alternate,
correct.
which is what was it, JP? No, not
No,
JP.
No, Nancy Parenti.
Nancy Parenti. I
And
understand that.
then they
fully.
come and fill in. So
Right.
That's not something we really have to discuss at a meeting, how we're going to sit on July 6th. So let me think about it. Let me talk to Sarah and Carrie and see what we can do. Because like I said, I think like Nancy Parenti, you remember the all-day referendum?
Yeah, what about it?
No, what I'm saying is you sat there and there was nothing for you to do. Am
Right.
I correct?
No, yeah, same thing for all of us.
Yeah,
It's very
well,
quiet.
you need, yes, we need somebody though, in case, like we had that problem that Kerry took care of. But what I'm saying is that I don't know if we need all 5 people. I really don't. I mean, if you're looking to save some money or whatever you're looking to do, which is not, that's not my bailiwick. That's not my call. So let me talk to Sarah, see what she wants to do, because that's, your new budget starts July 1st, Sarah?
Yes, it does. And I'm sorry to interject.
No, go
JP,
ahead.
You can be a poll worker.
I
Just
thought
so you
so.
know. There is no law against it.
I thought so.
All right, so we answered that question. So
Thank you.
Sarah, I will sit down with you and talk about what we want to do. Your new budget starts July 1st, I believe. Am I
Yes,
correct?
it does. And I'm hoping for only one election, the financial town meeting. So
Yep.
I hope that's the only one we have next year.
So
Right.
scary.
All right. You're gonna, what time is it? It is 3:32. Do you want me to bring this stuff down, Kerry?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're out of
Resolution?
here at 4.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Who's gonna go down and sign? Nancy?
Yes, I can go down. Can I go down tomorrow morning?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll bring them down now and Nancy will sign them tomorrow morning
Yep, perfect.
and we'll go from there. And I'll be down very, very shortly.
All right.
Anyone have anything else?
No,
Did
I
we-
don't.
Did we get any attendees since the last time I asked if we had some?
Nope.
I don't see any. No?
0.
Nope, nobody here.
Okay, thanks, Joe. All right, having passed through our regular order of business, I'll entertain a motion, we adjourn.
I so move.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So voted unanimously. The meeting stands adjourned at 3:33 PM. Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome,
Okay,
everyone. Have
thank
a good
you.
afternoon.
Thanks, Joe. Bye.
Take care. See you tomorrow.